In this video, good morning. In this video, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Big 3 astrology, the position of your sun, moon, and rising, and the transits. Toggling between these two pages, doing it by hand. I'm of the mind that all of the different components of the astrological chart can be confusing, and it helps to slow down the processes of the mind. Grab a drink, a snack, your lunch. Happy Friday the 13th. All right, without further ado, who is next? Who is next? First, let's have a gander at the transit chart for the current moment. There's a lot of hot topics and features going on and aspects happening in the heavenly realm or the celestial realm. One of the main features is this new moon coming up for tomorrow in Libra. Dynamic. It is dynamic. And one of the reasons that it's dynamic because it brings about the archetypes and the characteristics and the nature of Libra, all of them. Libra is an air sign. It's said to be intellectual. Libra is symboled as the scales, denoting balance and finding balance, looking for this balance, this evenness, which correlates to justice and equality. Fairness, justice, and equality. Okay, sound quality is good. I'm doing something different here. I'm working on not using my glasses. Is that volume good? Let me know if the volume is good as we get into this. As we get into these transits, the big 3 in transits. Exercising the eyes. The big 3 plus transits, the big 3 astrology plus transits. So Libra is where the new moon is occurring, will be tomorrow. So the energetic is already here, in essence. And it brings about all the natures and the archetypes and the characteristics of Libra. And so the sun plus the moon are both in Libra, which are two testimonies that point to and highlight Libra even that much more. 1 by the sun, 2 by the moon. I call them testimonies in the chart. I call them the different testimonies of the chart. We're back. Come on over. We're having the after party. The party's started. The party is in full effect. Come hear about your rising sign. I'm pumped up, fired up, ready to go. Coffee made. Link is in the bio. Come on over. You're more than welcome to put your big 3 in the comments. Hey, still thinking about the reading you did for me yesterday. Could you do one for my son? Let's do it. Let's do it. Put the big 3, the position of the sun, the moon, and the rising sign, if you know it. Put it in the comments. And I will show you, not only here on this chart, astro.com by the way, been using this chart, this website rather, for years. Awesome. Excellent. Sun Scorpio, Moon Pisces, Ascendant Libra. Birthday coming in hot. Birthday coming in hot. So let's plot this here. Now, you're going to be proud of me. I'm proud of me. What I did is I prepped. I prepped because I wanted to be prepared. Look how quickly I could find the Libra Ascendant. Watch how quickly I'm showing you this because I'm so proud of myself. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. What was I thinking? It might get a little clustered, the pages, but we automatically have Libra on the Ascendant there. Well, would you look at that, lab coat? Get in there. And so now all I have to do is plot the sun and the moon position in the chart. Scorpio has Sagittarius after it, which has Capricorn after it, which has Pisces after it. Oh, excuse me, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, then Pisces after that. So with the moon in the 6th house and the sun in the 2nd house, this brings a promise, is what I was taught, and I resonate with. The astrological chart is what you're promised to experience. Scorpio as well as Pisces, and the two are closely related to one another and or share this relationship, because the sun is the life-giving force. It's correlated to one's core, and it makes for this individual to be extremely or intensely, or give life to the intensity of emotions, because Scorpio is a zodiac sign that is a water sign, an element, which points to the emotions. And because it's located in the 2nd house, what this means is it's in these areas of life in which this life-giving force activates or manifests. And the 2nd house is the house that deals with finances and values. So there's an intensity to the emotions and the feelings and a fixation on the finances and the worth. A banker of sorts, perhaps, about the bag, money, finances. And I don't want to only say the bag like paper money. It's also, and points also to value of self, but it's the possessions. Don't touch my stuff. It makes me want to put that and correlate and connect that together. Hello, Jupiter Pisces. Come on over. I'm doing live big 3+ transit readings. Link is in the bio. So there's a connection here because the sun is the giver of life and the moon is the one that distributes that light and life force in another water sign, Pisces. And so it's in the 6th house, which is the house of work and health. And because the moon is there, the mom is significant or shares a significant amount of emotions and feelings somehow connected to strengthening one's spirit and the work and the health and hygiene. Cleanliness is next to good feeling and a need. This is what's promised. So if this individual is not the cleanest person and not all about their finances, internally they are, and as they grow, these are two of the main experiences. Just looking at the sun and the moon. Now the Libra on the ascendant, AC is the ascendant. That's why I always put AC here. It's synonymous with the rising sign. And then the 1st house is right underneath it, this first 30-degree compartment. And so the 1st house has to do with the self and the personality and the persona, and it looks like Libra is there, which makes this individual a peaceful, the peacekeeper. Providing that there's other planets in the chart that are not influencing or communicating another message there. But Libra is about peace and fairness, something that would be emphasized at early in life. The lawyer, I call Libra the lawyer, the judge, the diplomat. Excuse me. Now that's the big 3. Now if we plus the transits on this thing, we see that the moon currently right now is in Libra. We're approaching a new moon at 21 degrees of Libra. This is in the 1st house, the 1st compartment. This Libra is a highlight for everyone and everybody. This becomes to be a highlight. So it's the personality and the self and the putting of the self first and realizing the self in a heightened sense. It brings the perception of the individual to be heightened and increase. This is also, Libra is also the sign of, so much so, of balance and equilibrium that it deals with aesthetics and style. It is said that Libra risings have a good fashion sense and style. Partnerships are significant, and the comprehension about contracts and agreements is important and will be for this individual, astrologically speaking. Now, Mercury is also here by transit in Libra. And because it's on the ascendant, this individual might potentially may be more outspoken and more of an understanding mind and curious to comprehend librarian types of things, which are relationships, again, fairness, equality, and speak their piece. Mercury is an element or an energetic that speaks to speaking and communicating our thoughts and our ideas, connecting to our memories. So there's a highlight there. There's a highlight there with the personality, with the self. The South Node is also a transit. So we have the Moon, Mercury, the Sun, and the South Node all in Libra. That's 4 testimonies or 4 powers, if you will, that adds into the self and the personality of this individual. This is a big time of the year. Every year around this time when the new moon is in Libra, there's like a charge or an increase to the appearance. I also find that it even may, an individual may cut their hair or be interested in their appearance more so. Now, here's the kicker. Venus is the planet that rules Libra when it comes to planetary rulership, so Venus becomes to be a significator with all these planets. All these planets in essence are giving to Venus. So if we locate where Venus is in the astrological chart, hang on, let me shuffle these real quick. You gotta get them aligned perfectly. So Venus is the planet that rules Libra, and it's located in Virgo right now. Early. Which is the 12th house. You know, this individual's secrecy, Libra risings, there's a power here or an appreciation of solitude. There's a lot more with that. The power of Venus and all these planets giving to Venus in the 12th house means that in solitude, this individual is able to create and tap into their hidden potential. Mariposa, welcome in. Come on over. I'm doing live astrology over here. Big 3 in astrology. Oh, he's nodding in agreement? Perfect. I don't know if this is video games. We'd have to look at the entirety of the chart to pinpoint what enjoyments are found in solitude. But if you're concerned about him being by himself for long periods of time, don't even trip, as long as it's educational and, you know, improving the mind, the mentality. Mariposa, come on over. We're having a party. Oh, I look good today. I don't look good any other day. I just look good today. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. But this looks more like a skill or an art. Venus has to do with beautification as well as art there. So that's a little bit of the transits there. Welcome in if you just got here. We're doing big 3 plus transits. I'm the lab coat astrologer. I assist people unravel the intricacies of the astrological chart. I'm doing well as soon as you come over to the party and say hello in the comments. He spends lots of time alone. Well, that might be another, maybe he's working on something. Maybe he's working on maybe he's like, what do you call that scientist who creates in the lab? Not lab coat, the other scientist. What else do I want to add in here? I want to add this into this, this new moon in Libra, and this highlight of Libra in his first house. It's occurring at the 21st degree of Libra. And the 21st degree of Libra has to do with Gemini. Because there's 3 parts to Libra. We're going to get into that in another video, but long story short, I'm utilizing deacons, the deacons in the zodiac, and the 3rd decan of Libra, which is where the sun and the moon are occurring tomorrow, is in Gemini. So it kind of highlights and brings a newness to Gemini wherever it's located. And so because the 9th house has to do with schooling and higher learning, not only is it Venus in the 12th house, but it's Gemini, excuse me, in the 9th house. So it activates school and communication in school and relationships in school, and possibly there's someone that this individual has a liking for but is keeping it hidden. Ooh, Mufasa. Hello, I followed you over from TikTok. Welcome. Get in here. But this new moon in Libra, in the Gemini decan of Libra, says that this person is becoming more aware, more self-conscious of themselves and the need to communicate in relationships. Not only significant other relationships or someone who you like as an interest as a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but also in communication, period, and understanding. So it brings a newness and a beginning to the understanding and the awareness of philosophies and perspectives and being taught. This, you know how they say the teacher will appear, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. This is the time. You know, it makes this individual very interested in philosophical thoughts surrounding relationships and finding balance and being able to communicate their ideals and ideas and objectives. Boom, bam, pop. Jacqueline, come on over. We're having a party over here. You're gonna love it. Cherry C, thank you for sharing. Jesse Johnson, I see you. Good morning, good afternoon. If you're just getting here, we're doing Big 3 astrology plus transits. Thank you for your patience. I'm prepared this class. I have a whole bunch of rising sign charts. Look at that, Sagittarius there. Hang on, wait a minute. Look at that, Aquarius there. I got all these charts, they're all ready. First one is Libra that we've done. Does your son have any questions? Sherry C, what question does your son have? Jesse Johnson, are you still here? SOS Rio, welcome. How are you? I see you, you're next. If you'd like, are you still here? There's a little bit of a delay. This is the reason why I'm asking, are you still here? Libra, Sunflower 21, come on over. Come to the party. We're doing Big 3 plus transits. You're gonna love it over here. Let me put an astrological chart on this thing here. Like the live, gently tap on the subscription button if you're into astrology. I'm the Lab Coat Astrologer, always doing live astrology. Sometimes I take breaks every once and again, but I'm always doing live astrology. Love this stuff. And I said this morning, I woke up, I said, es la química de astrología. And it sounds like, or you might even think I'm Spanish. I'm not. I appreciate the language and learning it. Right? Not only Spanish, many other languages, or at least how to greet. What it means is that it's the chemistry of astrology. It's the chemistry. And there's a chemistry when you start to look at the elements and the natures of the planets, the zodiac signs, and their relationship one to another, the same way that the relationship of us as humans one to another is interesting. It creates this chemistry. There's a chemistry between you and another individual. And that takes place also in the astrological chart. And over the course of the past 2 decades, I started to recognize some connections. And I'm sharing it here today. Boom, bam, pop. Who's next? If you're here, comment. If you don't want a reading, comment. If you're enjoying the Friday the 13th, comment. No questions. He's kind of shy. That's fine. Share with him. Teach him something about law or relationships. He's ready. He's ready, Mom. Teach. You're the teacher. You're the number one teacher. You're the first teacher. The one he wants to know about relationships and how to communicate. Regardless of how young he is, I'm sure there's some piece of education that you could find on his level for comprehension for his betterment and well-being. Yes. I need some sound effects. Hang on, wait a minute. I got some, no, I don't have any sound effects. I'm learning, I'm working on sound effects. It's gonna be great. Wait till I get on the 1 and 2s. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. The lives are gonna get better. Relationship and history is what he's into. That's, yes. Perfect. Nailed it. Bling! history, a little bit of history and relationships and what relationships, the dynamics in relationships, what a relationship is, how it has to do with balance and finding balance and equality and what type, where's my position, depending on his age. I don't know the age. Okay. All right, SOS, you're here. I'm going in order here. Jessica Johnson, I see you. I'm going to get to you. We've just started. We've just begun. I've just begun. SOS, Leo rising. Let's get to it. Boom, bam, pop. Taurus. Maros, Jam, Essentials. Come on over. I'm doing live astrology. You won't be next, but we're going to get you in here. Leo rising. Pow. Look at that. I didn't show you. You didn't see that. You didn't see this miraculously. Ping! Look at this. Already ready to go. So we have the rising sign, Leo, with a Cancer sun in the 12th house. So there's a relationship between Cancer and Leo. You're not only a Cancer sun, you're also a Leo rising. Yourself and your personality, your persona is Leoian. Proud, confident. Leo is a fire sign. It's said to be the lion, roar, right? It exemplifies a certain authority to it. And it's interesting too because the sun, not for nothing, I'm going to draw two suns here. You're going to see a sun in Cancer and you're going to see a sun symbol in Leo, denoting that the sun is the ruler of Leo, meaning that it's comfortable and it's its home. So in essence, this Leo persona and personality, who could be ringing my bell? Who? I want to ignore it, but who could be ringing my bell? Oh, it looks like a package. Pardon me. Oh, perfect. Oh, yes, thank you so much. Oh, perfect. That's why he rung the bell. He rung the bell because it was a package. Didn't want no one to discover a package. Perfect. The package is here. Love packages. SOS, pardon me. I'm coming right now. I'm here. Sometimes life happens in the middle of lives. Sometimes life happens in the middle of lives, even. Sometimes. Sometimes in life, packages come. Like the movie The Field of Dreams, if you build it, it'll come. If you order it, it'll come. If you order it, it'll come. If you order it, it'll come. All right, I'm back. Boom, bam, pop. These can't be here. All right, that was a little commercial. If you're enjoying the live, like it. Where was I? The sun is the ruler of Leo. Boom, bam, pop. And so it's kind of like the sun in Cancer, the emotions, which is a water sign, and the enthusiasm and the drive. There's a lot of emotion that is put into the expression of self, right? We just talked about this in the last chart, how the 12th house has to do with the secret self, the hidden. It's a mysterious place. It's the unconscious. It's the hidden. It's the depths of our being. And you shine a light there. And I've been saying that these are spiritual. This is a very spiritual placement. I don't want to say very. I'm working on not saying very and super. I want to take those out of my interpretations because I get to saying everything is very and everything is super, but it just is. It's like saying supernatural. I don't really concur with supernatural. It's just natural. I'm working on myself. Each live gets better. So boom, The sun is in Cancer in the 12th house. Sometimes you find that the father or the father figure, there's some secret sorrows there, and the way in which you communicate with the father, there's a secrecy, or it's missing in essence. And the individual is in the dark looking on their own to try to find their way and how to express their emotions. And there's significant growth in that regard. But just the sun, you give life to family, but at the same time that's a thing, that there's still a want for family deep down inside. That's a tender spot. We're gonna leave that right there. So the moon, I went a little bit deep into that. I didn't mean to go so deep into the thing. So the moon is in Taurus here. Now, this is interesting here, because just as the sun is the ruler of Leo and it's in Cancer in the 12th, Cancer is ruled by the moon and is highlighted because the sun is in Cancer. And so we look to the moon. It just so happens we're doing big three. Look at that. And it's in Taurus. The moon is exalted here. Taurus is an earth sign in the 10th house. So it points to the career and the reputation and the uplifting the mother and the family. That's another testimony to show the importance of family with this individual. Now, I went a little bit deep into that, but let's move forward. Let's focus on these transits a little bit here. Hang on, I got Libra dripping into the 4th house. Libra is here in the 3rd house. You have Jupiter in Cancer. Jessica, boom, bam, pop. Welcome in. So you have Jupiter, that adds into it. We're not gonna get too crazy into the natal chart there, Rio. But that is a significant feature that adds in. Jupiter is exalted also in Cancer. So you have two exaltation, two planets that are at its highest maximum capacity. All flux capacitors are on go, and they're turned all the way up. A third testimony that points to the importance of family and spiritual practices. But let's move on to this new moon. We have the moon here currently now. We have Mercury in Libra currently here now. We have the sun currently in Mercury here now. We have the south node in Libra here now. Did I say sun and Mercury? The moon, Mercury, sun, and the south node all in Libra. It's 4 testimonies that are all giving to Venus. This is the feature here. The 3rd house has to do with the mentality, the mind. You started connecting the dots, processing. Your understanding is what's highlighted and emerges from now, from this new moon in Libra up to the full moon in Taurus. Look at that, which highlights the career and the reputation and the work and your living conditions and the relation with the mom. The support from the mom coming up here, full moon in Taurus. Also, the communication with close relatives, through and by close relatives, also emerge. A brother, sister, a cousin, a close relative, a friend who's like a brother, sister, cousin, or close relative becomes to be a theme for you over the course of these next 2 weeks. So because Venus is the ruler of Libra, we're going to locate Venus and see how it adds into the story with the transits. Virgo is where Venus is currently located. You'll see some of these same symbols in the chart, like you see Venus here and you see Venus symbol here. That's because Venus is the ruler of Libra, located in Virgo, which really improves Leo Rising's finances. Leo Rising's, let me hold a couple of dollars. I'm just kidding. But Venus is naturally the ruler. It's at home here. This is what you call accidentally dignified. Although Venus is in Virgo in its fall by sign, it's in the 2nd house, so it finds its place and you start to find your place. There's beginnings with the way that you save, or how much you've saved, or how much you've accumulated and the such, because astrologically speaking, the second house points to the bag. Boom, bam, pop. There's something big coming up, leading up over the course of these next 2 weeks that connect to your mother and finances and the bag. And when I say the bag, for those that don't know, I'm talking about financial well-being, as well as the valuing of the self as well. And there's a mutual reception that's in play here, which involves the finances and the close relatives. So maybe you provide for or assist one of your close relatives financially in the family, on the mother's side of the family even. All right, that's what I got there. Boom, bam, pop. Welcome in if you just got here. We're doing live astrology. Let me know if that resonated with you. I feel comfortable with scrolling back now. Jessica Johnson, are you here? Sagittarius, Gemini, Leo. Oh, you're a Leo rising too, so we can leave this here, but yours is a little bit different. Yours is a little different. Are you still here, Jessica? I want to make sure that you're here. If you're here, boom, bam, pop in the comments. Welcome. Anna, come on over. It's an astrological party on a Friday the 13th. We're having fun. You're going to love it over here. So Ellie, come on over. We're having an astrological party here on YouTube. You're going to love it here. We're by streaming. Boom, bam, pop. Links in the bio. Big 3 plus transits. Yes, very much so. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Allow your mind. This also points to, I advise you to pick up a book or some articles and information, because it increases the insight and the understanding significantly. I find and have found, and through the course of my studies, that when the sun and the moon come together in the same sign, the house is highlighted. And the activities, the archetypes, the characteristics, and the natures of the third house. One of them are your mentality and your mindset. It would be books and articles that improve the mindset and the thinking. Boom, bam, pop. All the way until approximately Scorpio. About what is that here? What are we here now? We're 13th, October 21st, October 22nd-ish. And then there's a shift into your living conditions. So you're slowly, Leo risings are slowly moving into circumstances related to their living. The home and the family becomes a theme, but we're not going to get too caught up here. Who's next? Anna, what's a transit? Perfect. A transit is, I'm so glad you asked. These are transits. These are transits. Transits are where the planets are currently located, this is a snapshot of a transit. Transit is the idea of a planet moving through, or its position through something. Like, I associate it with a bus because I caught the public transportation. I've caught it, and they give you a transit. They used to give you a transit slip, so while you're in motion. So transits are the planets in motion, and this is a snapshot of them. We need to update this chart too. That was a great question. You prompted an excellent segue for updating this chart. Let's do it. Big 3 astrology plus transits. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. Let's put 1 o'clock here because it's 12:37 p.m. my time. Of course, you would have to change or adjust the city and state for your location on this website. We got Cap on the rising, Cap on the rise, Counselor. But again, these are the transits. The planet, the location of the planets. The moon is in Libra, Mercury is in Libra, transiting. The sun is transiting Libra. The south node is transiting Libra. Mars just left the transit of Libra, is now transiting Scorpio. And I'm incorporating these transits in the charts of those whose big three. I'm currently reading a book. I'm a few chapters in. Let's go. I need some sound effects in here. Jessica, you left. Or did you leave? Who is next? Okay, I was waiting for you so patiently, Jessica. I was like, where did she leave? All right, I could have been erasing this. I could have been erasing some of this, but that's fine. We already have you're a Leo rising Sag sun. Yeah, we've got to erase this. All right, we're peacefully erasing this one here. This is the only part that I don't like. I'm gonna leave Virgo and Libra here because this mutual reception is still strong. Some of the reading that I did in the last reading connects with you somewhat. You know, it deals with your mindset and your thinking. The new moon is occurring in your third house as a Leo rising. But you have a different sun and moon. So you see two people who look completely different, lives are even completely different, have a similar rising sign. But you don't have the sun in the 12th house, but you're still a Leo rising. If you're new to astrology, this live is perfect for you. If you have the patience to look at how the chart comes together. This is one of the features that a lot of people want to know about, is how the chart comes together, how does it tell a story. If you're into that, you come to the perfect place. I'm going to show you. I think that it's awesome that we're in the age of technology and you can pop up and pull up a chart like this. You get all this information. Bling! It's awesome. It's wonderful. But it can get confusing and you can get caught up. And so I'm of the mind, in the years that I've been doing this, that this is what's held me as like a guiding light, is to breaking it down into simple forms, creating these pictures, which is one of the best ways in which we learn and memorize information. Boom, bam, pop. Okay, so your combination is Leo rising, Sun, Sag, Gemini, Moon. Sun, Sag, Gemini, Moon, which activates the 5th house and the 11th house, which is the house of friendships, which is important to you, and the communication and the laughter and the joking and the playing with the friends. And the mother of one of your friends when you were younger took you in like you were their own. The sun in the 5th house is athletic. It also points to love, an energetic lover. You spread your love not through many, because Sagittarius is an adaptable sign, so the enthusiasm is spread. Sagittarius is a fire sign, which is why I say it's energetic. It's very extremely, I'm going to use very extremely and super adventurous here when it comes to matters of love. Right? Jupiter is the planet that rules Sagittarius. So the sun is the ruler of your chart, as well as Jupiter, because the sun is in Sagittarius. So Jupiter is currently located in Taurus. This is another feature. I didn't mention this transit, but Jupiter in Taurus over the course of this year improves your work condition. So SOS, it would be improving the quality of the living conditions for you with Jupiter here. Some opportunities here, but this new moon in Libra in the 3rd house activates your mindset, your mind state, depending on where your natal Venus is at. Anybody for that matter, anybody's natal Venus would be highlighted. And the transit chart, it's in Virgo in the 2nd house for Leo rising, so this points to a little bit of financial gain for you. And so this financial gain in this new moon in Libra actually, some players that contribute to this are some of your friends and some of your long-term goals. Why do I say that? Because the new moon is occurring at 21 degrees, which is the Gemini decant. Thus, Gemini becomes to be a player in the game of this new moon. So it involves friends. And this is something that occurs or will manifest over the course of the next 2 weeks leading up to the full moon in Taurus, where Jupiter is. I think the full moon in Taurus that's coming up is very close to Jupiter. So Leo risings have an opportunity over the course of the next 2 weeks to experience some doors opening up in the career as well as with their transportation and their overall image and job as the 10th house. All right, thank you. Nice. Whitney, thank you. You made it. You made it. Come on over. I hope you're well rested. We're on YouTube having an astrological party, big 3+ transits. Come on over. All right, who's next? Anna, are you next? Jessica, do you have any questions? I appreciate you. What website do you use to locate transits? Susan, pardon me, I missed your comment. This website that I use, I've been using this for 25 years, is called astro.com. If I zoom in here, you can see it. Pardon me for the zoom in. If you see here, it's astro.com. The name of it is Astrodienst. It's out of Switzerland, I believe. There's an Astro Lab located here. This is their brand, Astrodienst. I'm not getting paid for this, but I just use this. This is the website I use. But astro.com is where you can find it easily and quickly and swiftly. You're welcome. Thank you. Anna, are you still here or have you left? Jessica Johnson, don't be sorry. There's nothing sorry about you. Susan, you're welcome. Thank you for being thankful. Anna, are you here? If you're here, then we're going to get to you. Let's give you some time to respond. I want to make sure that you're here. I don't want to do your chart if you're not here. Let me start locating. Oh, it's Aquarius rising. Boom, perfect. Look at that. We're already ready. I no longer have to draw the chart. I don't know what I was thinking the last time I was doing that. Seriously. That's helpful for me. I'm learning. Perfect. Susanna, thank you. Gently tap the subscription button. Tap the notification bell too, so you know I'm always doing live astrology. Okay, Anna, yes, thank you so much for responding swiftly. Gemini, is the sun. Virgo is the moon. Oh, I gotta show you what I'm doing. So this is the transit here. We're focusing on Libra. This is Libra. Libra is the scales. Let me zoom in here. Let this symbol serve as the scales. Okay, I don't want to get too carried away into that. Now, let's go here. Anna, this is you. Let me move this eraser out of the way. Perfect. We have the sun in the 5th house. I say that this is athletic when the sun is in the 5th. I'm of the mind that it points to an athleticism. Perfect. We're good. We're golden. Okay, we're good. Taurus, Aries rising. My Ross, come on over. You've been here for about whoa, pardon me. Come on over. You're going to love it over here. So Aquarius ascendant, synonymous with the 1st house. I want to point to how Virgo, the moon, and Gemini, the sun, creates this 90-degree aspect between Gemini and Virgo are naturally, there's a natural tension, astrologically speaking. The thoughts and the over-analysis becomes to be a challenge when you're in thought and you're analyzing the details in excess where it brings anxiety. This would be a feature just by the sun in Gemini and the moon in Virgo. However, it's interesting because there's growth with this challenge and this tension. It brings a certain truth and an awareness to things with Aquarius on the ascendant. Aquarius is an air sign, so there's an intellectual attribute to the persona, sapiosexual, if you will, into knowledge and truth. And with the sun in Gemini, which is also an air sign, this creates a harmonious relationship between Aquarius and Gemini, or the persona and the expression of self, which is the 5th house, intellectually. Well spoken. We can extract that. Now this new moon that's occurring is in the 9th house. I was getting ready to say the 11th, but it's not. It's the 9th, which is the house of education, philosophy, learning, travel, transportation. With the moon, Mercury, the sun, and the south node, all in the sign of balance. Finding balance with your transportation, finding balance with your schooling, perhaps. I find that people sometimes take a class or they start a new class or a training when the sun and the moon are new, or create this newness and this beginning starts in school. New starts with travel, new starts with relationships from school and forming bonds to be able to learn and grow and excel towards your career. Now Venus is the planet that rules Libra. You're going to hear me talk about this play. Venus is currently located in Virgo. So you notice that the transit of Venus in Virgo is near your moon sign. This is your natal moon in Virgo, and Venus is here. And because Venus is powered by all these planets, the moon, Mercury, sun, and south node, it kind of brings some fruits to your relation with the mother, or to the mother by itself, or to your living conditions and the partners. It could be the partner's family or the partner's money and the resources that you share in bonds and contracts. The bond itself to the contract of the possessions that are shared within relationships, as well as intimacy, right, is the 8th house. So there becomes this, with Aquarius risings, it becomes this mutual reception, because Venus is in Virgo, which is naturally ruled by Mercury. You'll see this symbol Mercury and this symbol Venus here, because Venus rules Libra, Mercury rules Virgo, and we have Mercury in Libra and Venus in Virgo. So it creates this tennis match between Virgo and Libra, and your shared resources and learning how to share, and your partner sharing, and they're bringing some type of growth. Are you with me? Sunshine Goddess, welcome. How are you? Come over. Where? I'm here on with you. Same one. Tell me what to do. I want you to go to this link. Tap on this lab coat and you'll see my YouTube channel. Come on over here. You're gonna love it here. Anna, does that resonate with you? Comment if it resonates with you. That's what you're an overthinker. I think because the sun, when you were born, was in Gemini, it denotes that you give life to the thoughts and thinking and the processes of common sense, reason, and rationale. So it's a good thing. It's actually a talent and a skill. You're creative at it. You're creative at it. But perhaps, and I'm saying this because Gemini is the zodiac sign that points to the lungs and the breath. And perhaps breathing techniques would assist you and help you somewhat with the overthinking. Maybe it could be a tool that you use to harness that energy. Who is next? If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. I'm doing big three, which are your sun, moon, rising, plus the transits. And the transits are over here. I'm just transferring these transits. Transits are where the planets currently are located, and I'm plotting them in the chart for you personally, depending on or based on your rising sign. And I think that you're about to travel. This new moon in Libra has to do with travel and partnerships and the sharing of resources. Key, welcome. Come on over. We're having a party. You're going to love it here. You said you just started receiving therapy counseling. That's still a learning. It can be associated. Therapy and counseling can be associated with the learning. The counselor or the therapist, in a sense, is a guru or is a teacher, is teaching you something and how to. You know what I mean? We can go into that, a little bit further, but quite simply, the counselor is, may I ask a question? You just did. You can ask another question. Are you on YouTube, Tiffany? You're psychic. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm talking about this cluster of planets here, the Moon, Mercury, Sun, South Node in your astrological chart. Big 3 plus transits. The link is in the bio here. Thank you for your double taps. Thank you for the shares. I would love it. Aquarius Sun. Sol de Cisener. Welcome. I love that you would love it. Let's get you in here. You're going to be happy. I did something new. I prepared. You're going to be happy. You're going to love it. Tiffany, hi. Hey. How are you? Welcome. Hope your Friday the 13th is going well. Aquarius, Pisces, rising Aries here. Eagle Eyes, come on over. The link is in the bio. You're going to love it here. You're going to absolutely love it here. Anna, do you have any questions for me? Sunshine Koi Koi, welcome in. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yes, very much, thank you. Anna, you're welcome. All right, let me see who is next. I hope you're enjoying the music. Let me know if the music is too loud. Let me know if in the comments if this is actually helping you with seeing this step by step of the chart on the chart, hand-drawn chart. Okay, it was Anna. I got Anna. Susan, if you're here, let me know. You're up. Cancer, Cap, Sag. Cancer, Cap, Sag. Look at that. Cancer, Cap, Sag. Cancer, Cap. Cancer, Cap. Cancer, Cap, Sag. Cancer, Cap, Sag. Ascendant. If you're enjoying the live, I encourage you to gently tap the subscription button as well as the bell, the notification bell, so you can know when I am live doing live astrology. Is it okay to ask questions? You can ask questions. You can hear me say it here, but you can see me doing it over here. I'm also on another platform, YouTube, and you can see me do the chart. All right, Susan, you're here. Thank you for responding swiftly. I appreciate you. Okay, so this is, you were born during a full moon. When you see the sun and the moon in opposite signs, these two signs are also known, you might have heard sister signs. You might have heard people say sister signs. Now that's a new term for me. I call it an opposition. It's also known as an opposition, or also known as a full moon. The moon was full in the second house, and the sun was in the eighth, or is in the eighth house. So the second house is the house of your money, the eighth house is the house of their money. And so this is a promise for you. Family and control and money and the sharing of resources and the back and the forth and the bop, 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 bop. And it's caused you to learn how to be cold and reserved with your finances due to this promise, right? Sagittarius on the ascendant, that's to the core, because the sun expresses this emotion, right? And it's joyous, right? Because the sun doesn't mind being in the water sign Cancer, the beginning of summer, but it's distributed in Capricorn, which is cold, brr, for those in the northern latitudes. Brr. Brr. And sometimes you're comfortable with being cold. You're crying? Who cares? You know, Capricorn moons can be cold. Loving as a Cancer, nurturing, protective. I got you. You need it. Would you like a cup of tea? Got you. Come on in. You do me dirty, it's gonna get cold in here. Icicles in here. Real quick. I need $1. Don't got it. Wouldn't give it if I had it. Let's move forward though. So this new moon, the full moon, or the new moon rather, is in Libra. So the new moon, we have the moon in Libra here now. We have Mercury here in Libra. We got a cluster. We got the sun shining brightly in Libra in the 11th house, which is the house of friends. We have the South Node in here, which is past life experiences and circumstances, which means that some of the friends or the associations that you are involved and get involved with now have a tone or a resonance of I know you. I've met you somewhere before. This feels so familiar. Is what the South Node energetic. It's also and denotes mastery in relationships with friends because of circumstances and patterns in the past. Huh? So all this is a highlight, and I want to share with everyone who's listening, the location of your Venus adds to this story because Venus is the ruler of Libra. Now I'm going to look at it in the transits. If we were to look in the transits, we would find that Venus is located here in Virgo. This is Venus right here, shining star, the light bearer. Ah. And not for nothing, not too many astrologers talk about this, but I'm going to add in, they probably know about this, but Venus currently right now is at the 4th degree of Virgo. Currently now, today, Friday the 14th, the 13th rather. I said the 14th because of the 4. But this 4th degree of Virgo is an exalted degree of Mercury. Venus is located at the place by very, very close. It's inside the house. It has opened the door, and it is at the front entrance of Mercury's favorite place of manifestation. So with Venus here, it brings the details and specifics. It's almost like if you ask, you know how they have that thing where, ask the universe, you pray for it, you ask, it would behoove you to be as specific as possible, because this is where Venus is located and where she is resonating, influencing, and highlighting when it comes to finances for Virgo sun, moon, rising signs, as well as wherever Virgo is located in your chart, or if you're into doing new moon rituals and stuff like that. Be specific. So I wanted to add that little feature in. But that, with Venus being in Virgo, which is Mercury's zodiac sign, as well as being at the exalted degree of Mercury, kind of highlights Mercury and Venus and this play between Virgo and Libra. So if we bring that component over here into the astrological chart, it's here for you. It's the 10th house and the 11th house, which is friends and career, or the reputation with friends, or the networking and work and connecting friends with work, and that tie because Venus is here. And I think that Venus is powered, the same way that I highlighted this little highlight over Venus here. And the reason is because Venus here in Virgo is getting energy from Libra to balance, and from Taurus to have, which is financial, right? We see Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus. So Jupiter and Uranus are assisting Venus in Virgo. Jupiter is fortune. Uranus is a little unconventional and inventive. Then we have the moon, Mercury, the sun, and the south node. Mars just left, all assisting Venus in Virgo. And thus, therefore, in your astrological chart, these benefits, these fruits, these gifts, and being specific, asking the boss, or if you work for yourself, taking a chance and whatnot, and doing your thing when it comes to career. Hi. I'm not going to do a match because I'm doing live astrology right now. I'm not going to do a match because I'm doing live astrology right now. Thank you. Enjoy your Friday. Thank you so much. Okay, so okay, you can push the button for me to leave. Can you push the button to leave me? You can't do it? Shake your head no if you can't do it. Okay. Can you say enjoy your Friday? Thank you. All right, pardon me. All right, pardon me. Let's do this thing here. Susan, Venus is in my 4th house. Okay, Venus is in your 4th house. It's in Pisces. I'm not going to get into the other aspects of the chart because I'll get to reading the chart and I'll read your entire birth map. Although I would love to do that. I have a website. The link is in the bio, and we can get that going. But I want to just do a little surface and be disciplined. Love it. Thank you. You're welcome. But that Venus in the 4th house, you know, brings some gifts to your living circumstances, living and work. There's some more. I'm already reading your chart in my mind, but I'm gonna move forward. Who is next? Susan, come back, tap the notification bell, because just because I did your big 3 in transits, this thing is ever evolving. Your reflection, come on over. We're doing big 3 astrology. Who is next? I'm gonna see who is next. I wonder if we can have moderators over here to share with me the list. Anybody know if there's moderators over here in this platform? All right, Anna. Sunshine, are you still here? Tiffany Joyce, are you still here? The live cut off in the middle of mine last time. Well, I'm so thankful that you're back. Boom, bam, pop. Capricorn, Sun, Cancer, Rising, Aries, Moon. Protective. Protective with the Cancer Rising. Thank you, I will come back. You make sense to me. Thank you for that. I hope it's been beneficial. Let me get a picture here of the transits. This right here is the feature. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so let me share 1,000 words with you through this picture. This picture right here shows the moon, Mercury, the sun. This is the midheaven. This is the highest part of the sky, it is said. MC stands for and symbolizes medium Coli, which is the middle of the heavens, the highest heavens. The sun, Mercury, and the moon just crossed over the highest part of the heavens. They were at the top of the mountain like, dun 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 dun. Carmen, good afternoon. How are you? Come on over to YouTube. I'd love to read your big 3. Enigma with the 3 in the beginning. Love what you did there. Cancer Rising, come on over. I'd love to look at your big 3. You're gonna love it here. And so this new moon has everything to do with balance and fairness. Who is next? Sunshine, you're here. Put your big 3 in there. I scrolled back to find yours. I thought you were next, but I didn't see your big 3 in there. You said Pisces Rising, so let me shuffle the Pisces Rising. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm the Lab Coat Astrologer. I assist people, help people unravel the intricacies of the astrological chart and the chart. Yeah, chart. The astrological chart and the chart. And I'm demonstrating that with putting your big 3s in some of the transits overlaid on your rising sign. We're getting ready to do Pisces Rising, I think. And I'm extracting this information from this website, astro.com, which I've been using for years, which is awesome. It's dynamic. There's so much more to this picture. We even have a picture down here that's worth more than 1,000 words. Let me share this with you. This 1,000 words or more than 1,000 words is a dynamic aspect of astrology as well. Is it too big? It is too big. It's way too big. I don't know if you can see this, but this chart and this diagram here, these numbers, I know it looks confusing, but bear with me. Let me drop this. Let me share this with you. These things, items here, these components are telling you exactly to the arcsecond. We have degrees, we have arc minutes, and we have arc seconds. So it's a more specified chart denoting the exact location of said planet. And this picture that's worth more than 1,000 words, this little pyramid here that you're looking at, is another chart that it assists you with quickly assessing and seeing what the aspects are. And if I zoom in even a little bit closer, it shows you the aspect and how many degrees before or what it's doing in specific. So this chart, this picture worth 1,000 words, has to do with the specifications of the placement of the planets, which are the transits right now, as well as the aspects, which are the geometric relationships that the planets are making one to another. And this dynamic picture, worth well over 1,000 words, quickly allows you to assess to see where the transits are located, where the energy mostly is. Like this rose E stands for Earth, so we can see clearly that most of the planets are located in the Earth signs, or at least Pluto, Jupiter, Uranus. I say Uranus, some say Uranus, I don't say that. Venus is also in Earth signs. So it's a quick way in which to assess the amount of energy or element within the chart. You can read someone's astrological chart with this grid right here. This grid right here will assist you greatly with understanding the element and the modality which assist in the interpretation. These are other components. We're going to get into that in another video with the planets, signs, houses, elements, and modes. But here today we're doing the big three. Hip Hop Blender, I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Sol di Cesener, are you here? Are you still here? Are you still here? Welcome, good afternoon if you're over here. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. Come on over, I'm having an astrological party over here. You're more than welcome to come over. Put your big three in the comments. Carmen Crypto, how are you? Welcome. We're gonna get to you. Thank you for joining. Okay, Sunshine, you finally put that. I was doing all that talking. Let's get to you. Now, I think Sunshine Koi Koi was next, and then Susan Di Cesener is next. Susan, Soleli, put your big three in the comments again. I know you've already done it, but put it down there so I know that you're here. Sunshine, you're up. Pisces rising, Cancer sun. Pisces puts Cancer in the 5th. Cancer on the ascendant, with the sun in Cancer in the 5th house, which is the house in the compartment that deals with love. So to the core of your being, you are a loving individual. The love shared in the family is what you enjoy, is what you give life for and to, and energy to. Alyssa, how are you? Come on over. I'd love to look at your big three. I'm on YouTube. You get your Friday the 13th astrological fix over here. You're gonna love it over here. Pisces moon. Look at all that water. Look at all of that water that flows with you. Not only is the rising sign Pisces, but the sun sign is Cancer and the moon sign is Pisces. Pisces is a water sign, emotional. Cancer is a water sign, emotional. This is empathic. This is like, I'll give you a scenario. This is kind of like you going about your business and you come to a certain environment. Same handle, yes, if you put lab coat astrology, you'll find it. It'll come right up. Let's say that you're walking towards an environment and you just get this feeling And you're like, something's just not right. It makes me think of Sesame Street. I know it's been a while since I watched that, and there is a youthful kid in me, but I don't know, it might not even be Sesame Street. There's a song, it goes, one of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things just isn't the same. All right, that was the Friday the 13th dad joke, but that's Pisces. Pisces, Cancer plus Pisces again. Pisces, water, 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 3 waters, a trinity of water. The sun gives emotion, plus it distributes emotion, and the presence and the lens is emotional. The mother, you might even look very, very similar to the mom or the mother in the appearance, because the first house is the self and the appearance. Well, let's get into these transits. Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra is the 8th house. So the 8th house points to the partner's finances, as well as bonds and contract, the actual signing of the contract and the actual sharing of material resources, as well as the intellectual, psychological connection that you have and share with other people. It also points to intimacy and a rebirthing and a renewal of the self, which is where the sun and the moon are currently right now. And I want to mention this to everybody. I didn't mention this earlier, but someone shared with me something that I remember, but I had forgot, but they reminded me of the fact that new moons, and just before the new moon itself, is a time to reflect on and even set goals, for yourself. So being easy on yourself, I hope that makes sense. Be graceful with yourself. The same way that you would be graceful with a newborn baby. That's the energetic. You wouldn't just grab the baby up and, hold it, come here, kid. You'd have grace with it. Do that with yourself. Whether you're used to doing that or not, because there's benefits there. So the sun and the moon, and I'm noticing the 8th house, transformative place, this transformative location here, the 8th house. This is the reading of literature that transforms and assists you with learning and understanding psychological connections, the process of the psyche and the relations with others is what that is. Because Mercury has to do with books. There's a newness of books and information because Mercury is in the same sign as the sun and the moon. So at the same time that there's a newness created by the sun and the moon, Mercury being close in proximity and present is understanding, an intellectual understanding of how to act in relations and how to balance, a balancing act within relationships and with what you share with others. 8th house. And so because Venus is the ruler of Libra, we look to where Venus is located. It's in Virgo in the 7th house. And Venus is powered. I've been talking about how Venus is powered for a short period of time, from now until October 22nd, right around the sun's ingress into Scorpio. So it's a short window from the 13th, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 9 days left of this power in relationships, this power of Venus and Virgo. For you, it's relationships. It brings financial as well. And so Virgo is the zodiac sign of work. So this looks like someone serves you because it's the 7th house. It's the servants or the serving that comes from the partner. The care that's provided from, through, and by the partner. Does this resonate with you? Do you love naps? So there's a mutual reception between these two zodiac signs. A mutual reception is that they're both sharing something in common, and so the energy is a back and forth between relationships and the service within the relationship and the bond that's created and formed, or the things that are shared within the relationship. Thus it's the contract and the contracting and the agreeing of the contract, whether it be of a physical possession, an emotional possession. However, I do want to share this. Because the sun and the moon are in the third decan of Libra, it highlights Gemini here. And Gemini is your fourth house, which is the foundation and your comfort and your security. So regardless of the fact of whom or what it ties in, Gemini is a assist, or is pivotal when it comes to what it is that you share with other people, and means that you have to be secure and grounded and founded and comfortable with it. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's a feature and theme with this new moon. Oh, Dream Driven, there is a setting, a community moderator. I thank you for that. I need to look into that. Dream Driven for sure. Appreciate you for that. Carmen Crypto, you're so detailed. Thank you for that. I would love to hear your thoughts on my big three. I would love to share thoughts on your big three. Put it in there. You're on the list. Soleli, are you still here or did you leave? Soleli, you are here. Aquarius, Sun, Aries, Rising, Scorpio, Moon. Thank you so much. All you have to do if you just got here, you're new to the channel, I'm doing big three astrology plus transits, which are yours, the position of the sun, the moon, the rising sign in your astrological chart. And I'm overlapping the transits, which are where the planets are currently transitioning or visiting. And I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. I'm doing, they're readings, they're mini readings, miniatures, snapshots, readings. Don't forget to like the live if you're enjoying it. Gently tap the subscription button, don't smash it. I don't want you to hurt your fingers. Tap the notification bell if you enjoyed. I'm gonna be doing big live, yeah, we're gonna be doing big three live astrology readings. What's up, Unc? The sun, moon, and stars are up. Come on over and say what's up. We're on YouTube having an astrological party. You're more than welcome to put your big three in the comments. Come over here and say what's up, Unc, over here. Say what's up, Unc. Give me a shout. Come through on a Friday the 13th. Okay, so Lily, you're here. Perfect, thank you. Carmen, I see you. You're on the list. Dream Driven, are you still here? Put your big three in the comments again. Okay, so Lily, I'm looking for you ever so swiftly. If y'all say I'm here again and you put your big three in there again a second time, it would help me, and this would go a little more rhythmic. You don't have to, I will look for it, but I'm just saying. I already have here, before the live I prepared, so I have all the rising signs here, so I don't have to draw the chart. We're saving time. This means I can do more readings. This means I can do more readings in a short period of time. Okay, so Lily, I found you. You're Aries rising. Let me know if the music is, oh, I'm already here. I already found you before. Okay, so Aries rising is here. And you are an Aquarius sun. And for the record, on the record, let the record reflect that Aries in the first place is a natural positioning. What does this mean? It means that your chart aligns with the natural chart with Aries on the ascendant. It's nothing too crazy right off the bat. Scorpio moon. It's a naturaling. Is that a thing, a naturaling? So the 8th house for you and the 11th house for you are highlights in what you're promised. Now, for one, Scorpio is a fixed sign. Aquarius is a fixed zodiac sign, which means that they're resistant to change. So you can be a little bit stubborn without any, we haven't even talked about Taurus yet. We haven't even gotten into Taurus. And this shows a stubbornness. The fixed signs show a stubbornness because they're resistant to change. When someone tries to make you change, it's like, no, I'm not, no, nope, nope. Nope. Vert, peace. How are you? Are you spreading love, and are you in a peaceful essence? Good afternoon to you. I hope you're well. I resonate with that. My Gemini moon on my IC. Pammy, thank you. I appreciate you. If you guys check out the link in my bio, you'll find me. No, I'm in a bad mood. Vert, why are you in a bad mood? Come on over to YouTube. I'll cheer you up a little bit. I got something to show you, some education. You might like it. You never know. You might be cheered up a little bit. You might be smiling right now already just by coming to the live. Come on, don't let Friday the 13th do you like that. Come on over. We got a bunch of encouraging people. They might change your life, your perspective for the good. Come on over. I got something special for you. You said, oh my God, I can't be stubborn. You started saying things. Okay, here, let's get into this thing here. It's good, right? There's challenges there, but it's good. It builds strength. Now, this Aries on the ascendant is a place that is very energetic. I don't want to say very, I just want to say energetic. Aries is a fire sign. And Mars is the ruler of Aries. And Mars currently right now is located in Scorpio. Oof. So this brings a little bit of a conflict when it comes to the partner's value and how the partner places value, or whether the partner places value or the partner sharing their values and being of value of anything. Vert, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm stubborn with mutable big 3. Pammy, come on over here. You're gonna love it over here. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. If you want to see how to put the components of the astrological chart together, come on over. Man, you got to teach us how to do this. I'm teaching you how to do this. I'm showing you. Dream driven. Ganja Queen, welcome in. Oh my God, I can be stubborn. Oh, you said, oh my God, I can be stubborn. I see. You got to put a comma there, Soleli. Am I saying your name right? Soleli? It's not Soleli, it's Soleil de Cisneros. Soleil de Cisneros. I was saying your name all wrong. You were allowing me to trip over your name like that. Looking good, brother. Appreciate you. Come on over. Come on over and share that with me over here on the platform. We're having a party. You could be next. Now you're not going to be next. You're not going to be next, but you can come over. You can be placed on the list. We're having a party over here. The Kinky Carpenter, welcome. Come on over. We're having a party. You're going to love it. On my way. Appreciate you. Awesome. Double tap before you leave. Double tap. Share the live before you leave. Come on over. Soleil. Okay. I was saying Soleli. Solel. I was saying Soleli, but that's not even how it's even written. Anyway, Soleil, thank you for that. This Aries on the ascendant has to do with a fire that burns in you. I find that Aries on the ascendant sometimes intimidate people. People are intimidated by your energetic. You know, because Aries is the zodiac sign of the warrior. the leader, the champion, the first. You're very competitive too, Soleil. Soleil. You're very competitive with yourself, so much. I hate to admit it, but I am resistant to change. I guess that could be considered stubbornness. It is considered, yes, absolutely. If I had a sound effect, it would be a bell. You know, I got a bell. Wait a minute. I haven't used the bell in quite some time. It's a new moon. Let's activate the bell. Bells in the comments. Same energy. Let's bring back the bell. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Yes, let's do it. Be you. Be you, brother lab coat. All right, so let's stay focused here. I'm getting distracted here with Soleil. So Libra is your 7th house. Ooh, partnerships. Ooh, there's some issues with partnerships. Ooh, and their partners sharing their things and their possessions. So the new moon is occurring in your 7th house. Mercury's here. You know, there's a need to huddle up. When I say there's a need to huddle up, with Mercury being the planet of communication, and in the 7th house, the house of partnerships, communication and partnerships, is a huddle up. Bring it in. We got to talk. We got to have a sit down. You know, the communication within the relationship should be smooth, should be rhythmic. It should, you know, it should be all of these things. So the sun is located here in the south node. It almost appears that if in your relationships that there's some type of energetic of and giving resonance of the past, like I've been here before. So familiar is the word I'm looking for. That's a little bit loud. We're gonna do that a little softer next time. All right, boom, bam, pop. But there's a need to find balance within and through and by relationships and the contract. And with Mars in the 8th house, you know, this is you, like I told you, I've been telling you, you know, with Mars in the 8th house, and the partner's like, I know it. Now, if you're not in a relationship, you know, because I do find that there's new moons in the 7th house, and it doesn't incorporate to the individual. It's a reflecting on, there's a new discoveries in the areas of relationships, whether you're in or you're not in a relationship.
Reading time, huh?
Always reading time, bro. I appreciate you coming over, because sometimes I'm not doing readings, though. Sometimes I'm not. So keep trying, bro.
All right, bro. Hey.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, I got, what do I got for you? Oh, I don't have the right thing. I don't got it on time. It's not on time. Never mind.
Okay. We'll be back, though.
Right on time.
We'll be back. You know what?
Yeah, we don't want to put it on your head anyway. Okay, we have some sound effects here, though. All right, pardon me. That was a little intermission. If you're new to the live, welcome. The channel, welcome. We're doing Big 3 Astrology. I got to take a little drink break. Pamela, welcome. Yes, we're doing new moon. It is a new moon today. Well, tomorrow. It's tomorrow, but the energetic is still here. We can see this denoted by the chart. This chart here, I think we have to update this chart. This chart was for 1 p.m. and it's 1:36. Thank you so much for asking that question. It was right on time. It was right on time. Soleil, thank you for your patience. Let me update this chart to show those who are just getting here. I'm gonna put 2 p.m. Yeah, let's put 2 p.m. Perfect. And so this is a chart for the future as of now, denoting the moon. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Let's get a little closer perspective here. We got the moon at 5 degrees of Libra currently, Mercury at 15 degrees of Libra currently, and the sun at 20 degrees Libra currently. And so I'm looking at these transits in connection to the rising sign, and we're breaking down some of the components of the astrological chart. Ganja Queen with the bell, let's go. I gotta learn how to do it a little softer. Soleil, you said yes as soon as yeah, well, they're intimidated by your energetic. Still be strong, be firm, stand into that. That's what you were born. You were a born leader. And the location of your Mars, if they start looking at you crazy, start giving them orders like goddamn captain. Hey, you, over here, now. We need you over in aisle 6. No, don't do that. But there is a confidence, you know, and it's for you to express that from an astrological perspective. Let me align this so it's not so crooked here. I said stand into that, step into that. Okay, now here's the kicker. Let's keep this going so we can move on. Venus is the ruler of Libra. And so Venus in Virgo now is a sweet spot for you. And there becomes, or what is created here is a mutual reception between relationships and work. It might not even be the significant other, but it's personal relationships and those who you are close to with at work. There's a back and forth, and there's a little bit of money, a couple dollars that we can make, and a little bit of value of co-workers in that regard, because the 6th house has to do with work and co-workers and health. Can you assist me? I give you my date. Bree, I can assist you. I'm not going to do that here. If you come on over to YouTube, I'll do your big 3 and give you a short analysis. If you'd like a full reading, then you'd have to go to the website tlcastrologer.com. If you come over here to YouTube, you'll see how it is that I'm doing it. You're more than welcome. Reverse Beauty, come on over. I'd love to read your astrological big 3 plus transits. Soleil, you said, wow, you're welcome. You want me, that must mean you want me to stop. Okay, I'm done. That's a little bit of the intricacies of your astrological chart. I don't want to go too deep. You said thank you, like. Okay, who's next now? Thank you for, yes, Bree, thank you so much for comprehending swiftly. Let me see who's next. Who's here? Who have I not done? If I have not done your big 3 in transits, put it in the comments. Say that you're here. We'll do an order right now. We'll do a new order. Not a new world order, but a new YouTube live order with the big 3 plus transits. Yada, welcome. Montreal, how are you? Boom. Belle, how are you? Welcome. Come on over. We're having an astrological party over here. I was wondering where you were at. All you had to do was ask. You're just gonna be quiet, just not say nothing, and just be in the shadows, lurking in the shadows. Maika, we're not doing birthdays. I appreciate you for putting that there, but we're not doing that now. Here, we're doing big 3 charts. Come on over. I'd love to read your big 3. We got a little list forming over here. I have a grand trine with a kite and a finger of Yod. Reverse, I know what you mean. A finger of Yod. I like how you said that. That was crafty. That was crafty. I'm glad you're good. If you should come on over, you'll see. You'll be able to see. Can you do mine? I'd love to do yours. Come on over. Come on over. I don't know what y'all are waiting for. You're not picking up what I'm laying down over here. Come on over. I'd love to see you. Dream driven. You don't even have to say me. Just put your Soleil, you want to say wow on Aries rising? You see that? Carmen Crypto, I'm here. Thank you so much for putting your big three in the comments. It looks like Elias. I said Elias. It's Alyssa, excuse me. Elias. Taurus, Sun, Cancer, Moon, and Rising. Wow. Soleil, thank you for the confirmation. I appreciate you. The party is in YouTube. I came over from TikTok. You're doing well. All you have to do now, you've been over here from YouTube. Put your big three. Did you put your big three in there already? Dream driven, I see you. I'm gonna do Elisa. Gemini, Cancer. I need to find a way to have moderators in this mammoth jamma. I need to find a way. There's gotta be a simpler way. What's the big three? Sorry for my ignorance. It's not ignorance, it's just lack. I guess it is ignorance. It's considered lack of knowledge, but not in a bad way. The big three are the positions of the sun and the moon in your chart when you were born, and the zodiac sign that was rising on the eastern horizon. Those three are considered the big three in astrology. And that's what I'm doing over here. And you've come to the right place. We can clear up all that ignorance yada for real here today, this afternoon, Friday the 13th, getting it going. I got you covered. If you came over here and seen, you'd be like, ah, wow, I'm so glad I came over here. You're gonna love it over here. So this is you, Alyssa, ascendant. The ascendant is actually this point, believe it or not. It's actually this point, and this point in the chart becomes to be a significant point because it's the place where the planets rise. Thus the word ascension, ascendant, risen again, awakened. Downloads, this is the download point. Well, I don't want to get too carried away. People are going to run with that, right? I went a little farther with that. But the ascendant and the rising sign are synonymous, as well as with the first house. Cancer being here and the moon on the ascendant makes you a natural mother. You have a tendency to mother and nurture people just like your mom or your grandma. You might even look just like them. And you care and you bring people in like family, or you have, whether they're part of the family or not. I made some Nestle baked Toll House cookies with some hot chocolate, whipped cream on the top with a sprinkle of chocolate filings on it all the way from the deep forest in the Congo. You're gonna love it. Get in here. Alyssa, are you coming for me? Did you say yay, got the pronunciation correct? You didn't do me on a Friday the 13th, did you? Did you do me on a Friday the 13th? Like, oh, you're getting better with your pronunciations. A little blurry, pardon me for that. I don't know why the camera does that. We're gonna have to maybe fire that. We're gonna have to hire a new camera here soon, someday. Okay, let me get into this. So that's the part of the Cancer rising there. With the moon in Cancer and the sun in Taurus, right? It's values and family. Taurus is about values. Let me put a cha-ching in the middle of Taurus, because Taurus is the zodiac sign. Taurus is about the bag. It's about the money. It's about the pocket, the values, and the valuing of friends and associates. They mean so much. The sun shines there. The relationship with the father might have been like a friend. Whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, it's neither here nor there. The sun in the 11th house is the father or the grandfather becomes like a friend and an older brother-ish. right? You learn how to place value on friendship, family and friends. I think that's a whole saying, isn't it? Anywho, let's go into this new moon energetic. Libra is Cancer rising's 4th house. So the living conditions, this is the home and the family, become to be, I don't know why I did a symbol of a house. I didn't want to put house symbol there. I wanted to put the planets. We have the moon currently right now in Libra has arrived, getting ready for this new moon. We have the sun in Libra and the south node in Libra. So familiar circumstances in regards to the family, the relationships with the family, more understanding of the relationships within the family, and perhaps maybe not a new home, right? Like on The Price is Right, they say a new car. Maybe not a new home, 4th house home, new moon, but newness to the home, a revamping, bringing the decor, the going on. I could see you as a Cancer rising and being about the family and the home, you going all out for the decor. You know? Potentially. All right, let me get serious with this thing here, right? So Venus is the planet that rules Libra. It's located in Virgo. So the relationship between you and the sister or the brother, as well as your immediate understanding of paying attention to details and specifics. You know, this is the health care with close relatives. The learning and understanding and sharing of your ideas of what you've learned in regards to health. And this mutual reception between Virgo and Libra, health and relationships, and the mindset and the messages and the information that you share with family members, it helps and assists them. So Venus is powered right now. So it's important for you to communicate and speak up when it comes to matters involving the family to reach a state of comfort and security. Boom, bam, pop. For Cancer rising. Do you have any questions? Hi there. Hi there. Hi there. Hi there. Good afternoon to you. Happy Friday the 13th to you. I just picked a new paint color for my kitchen. Let's go! You see, it's not a new home, but and here's a little, I'm gonna give a little secret. How many people are in here? 12 people? For the 12 people that are listening, I usually consider the 4th house here as the home, but more closely related to the kitchen. I'm just saying. It doesn't seem so shocking and surprising because you've already told me that you're painting the kitchen. But I would say that you're going to paint the kitchen between now and the next 14 days by the full moon in Taurus. Double tap for likes, share the live, gently tap the subscription button. Don't smash it. Save your fingers. Tap ever so gently the notification bell if you're enjoying the live. If you're new to astrology, learning how to put the components of the astrological chart together, and you love astrology, you're interested, you want to learn it, you want to learn it for yourself, you come to the perfect place. I'm the lab coat astrologer, and I help people unravel the intricacies of the astrological chart. Thus, I'm doing this here with the big 3, plus the transits that I'm toggling between this hand-drawn chart and the location of the planets in this chart here, from a website that I've been using for over 2 decades called astro.com. And it helps you build the bridge What's the benefits? It's a confirmation. It's a tool for confirmation and pointing to your alignment with the universe, quite simply. Yes, I do readings. Thank you. Let's get back to the show. All right, so I don't know if I cut that commercial off in the right time. That was just a practice. I'm practicing on how the intro, my delivery and the intro of that picture, and I might even change that picture. I don't know, I like it. Doom, 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 doom. There's more to it. I got to do something else with it, but I'm practicing. Each live is going to get better. Promise me. I love how it came in. Let me see if I timed it right. I didn't time it right. The outro wasn't good. I didn't like it. A lot of you know that, you're just not saying it. But anyway, let's get back into it. How can I find my rising sign? There's 3 pieces of information that you need in order to find your rising sign. Now, we're not doing birthdays here now, but I'm going to show you. This right here is what you need in order to locate the big 3. You need the date of birth, day, month, year, the time of birth, and the city and state that you're located in. This will allow us to be as precise as possible when it comes to your big 3, you know, by degree, because when you start getting into it, if you're new to astrology, welcome. When you start getting into it, you're just familiar with like maybe the moon in Libra. But it's a little more detailed. There's an actual location in Libra because Libra is 30 days in size. 30 degrees in size. I should do it like this. 30 degrees. That's better, okay? So, but that's what we're doing here. Pardon me, I got a little carried away with the explanation. Thank you for your patience. Who's next? I like the colors, they pop. Lisa, how you get to the colors, that's a good identification. You're gonna be good at this. I can tell already, you're gonna be good at this. Because that's an identification. This methodology, when you go to this website, if you choose to go to this website, when you do, remember Anglo with Zodiac chart type. Because that's gonna allow you to get the colors here. Blue is associated with water, orange, air, red, fire, green, earth. Carmen Crypto, I think you are next, honestly. Alyssa, I appreciate you for sharing. You're more than welcome to come back. I'm always doing live astrology. Scorpio rising? Okay, let's do it. We haven't done Scorpio rising yet. Okay, Sun in Aquarius. Gemini Moon. So we have a connection between the 8th house and the 4th house. And so Aquarius is an air sign. Gemini is an air sign. These are both intellectual signs. Now, something that I noticed right off the bat here is that with the sun in Aquarius, it makes you unpredictable. You enjoy being at home. There can be moments of being caught between a rock and a hard place because Aquarius, the sun in the 4th house is a homebody, quite simply. But Aquarius likes change in different environments. So it would be safe to say that you potentially get to points in your life where when it comes to your living circumstances, you have stuff all over. It looks like a goddamn tornado in there. It also points to the independence. Aquarius is a very independent sign. It does not like to be copied. And it's about its freedom. And because the sun is in the 4th house at an early age, you left. Pew! Because you didn't have the freedom that you wanted. You're like, okay, that's how we're gonna do. I'm out of here. Packing my bags. I'm done. You're done. I'm out of here. Pew! Jasmine, how are you? You sent me a big 3 over on YouTube? Are you talking about here? Pardon me for missing you. I will get you. Perfectly me. Grand afternoon. How are you? Carmen Crypto's excited. We're having fun over here. If you're over here on the talk, I mean, I love it. Thank you for the double taps, but you're gonna learn something over here on the tube. Jasmine, hey, how are you? Did you find the link in the bio? It's here. You're gonna love it over here. You're gonna absolutely love it. And if you don't love it, you can easily turn it off. All right, let's get it going here. Totally left home at the first chance. Pew! Me, me. Like the Roadrunner. I'm started stuffing. Anyway, let's not get carried away, lab coat. So let's get back into this here. And so it's intellectual. This relationship with the family. It has a lot to do with communication and the respect that you feel that you need from the mom. You know, and the mom, you know, sometimes being hard to understand in the duality of her what do I want to call it? Word, find it. I don't have it. But the communication and the words that are said from the mom have transformed you significantly. I'm gonna leave that there. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be, you know, it's both, right? But it makes you extremely intellectual. I don't say extremely because the sun in the air sign and the moon in the air sign ties into an intellect. You know, so a lot of the things that you said in your thought patterns where your parents might have said you were wrong, you might have actually been right in a scientific, commonsensical way, right? I'm gonna leave that there. But this new moon creates what is called a grand trine in your chart. And I'm gonna show you here in a minute. Libra is your 12th house. And the 12th house is known as the house of secret sorrows. Oh. I wonder if y'all can hear the sound effects. I can use these sound effects over here to be sound effects over here, right? But secret sorrows, you're like, oh, secret sorrows. Oh, wow, you know, I don't need any secret sorrows. I don't want you to have any, but it's a place of reflection. It's the place of privacy. It's the place of the subconscious. It's the place of hidden things. You can hear this over here. I'm going to use these sound effects. Would love to learn. Jasmine, I would love to teach you. Come on over. Come on over. You're going to learn something. You're late. You're late to class. Okay, so the moon is in Libra in the 12th house currently now. Long story short, the new moon is occurring here in the 12th house. And so the sun is a light. It gives life to secrets. Your secrets are safe with me. I just wanted to sing that part of the Alicia Keys anyway. But it shines a light so you become aware of some of the hidden aspects of yourself. Some of the things that you don't particularly care about. Some of your pet peeves start popping. You start, yeah, I don't like that. Nope, don't do that. Don't you do that again. Is the 12th house. You start, shines a light. The sun, the light of the sun and the light of the moon to distribute that, right? Mercury is in Libra. So there's understanding about some of your secrets. Oh, wow, I did mess up that. I did mess that up. Shit. I'm going to do better next time. Let's do this, right? The South Node is in Libra, which is familiar. So you start, wow, shit, I did that before. I got to stop it. This is the second time. Shit. Right? I took that a little further, a little acting there, but that's what comes to light. Now, Venus is the planet that rules Libra, and it's located in Virgo, in the 11th house. And there's a mutual reception here, so probably it's connected to friends. So maybe one of your friends are like, yo, hey, whoa, you did that shit. You messed up a little bit there. You're like, I did shit, you're right. You know, the 12th house is the house of self-improvement as well. My life path is 25. Piracy is a big struggle because of trust issues. Trust is a perfect word, you know, for what's worked on when it comes to matters of the 12th house. That's a perfect word. But what I started to go into before I rudely interrupted myself is this grand trine that's created with this new moon in Libra. Libra is an air sign, Aquarius is an air sign, which is your sun sign, and Gemini is an air sign, which is your moon sign. So it's like a Transformers, they start coming together. All forces come together in regards to the intellect, where the mindset and the understanding is sound. And you find ways in which to improve, you know, with that trust issues, or, you know, alerts to what you're not willing to trust. Like there's an awareness, less gullibility and such, right? Which is what this new moon is bringing a newness to and points to, and it shows your growth in that regard. So we have that, and there's some friends, potentially perhaps from an astrological perspective, that assist you with picking apart some of the details, which becomes to be a power. And it's a resource. That's the word I want to use for Venus. Venus is resourceful. Friends that are resourceful, financially as well as emotionally, right? Here from TikTok, Yada, about time. Golly, welcome. I think you figured it out. Thank you so much. Welcome. Glad to see you here. You're gonna love it. So that's a little bit of what's going on for you, Carmen Crypto. And this resourceful friends thing is for a duration until October 22nd. So, you know, networking and forming bonds with friends or collaborating and whatnot is where you're able to find growth. See the goddess. This is so cool and unique. You must be an artist. I'm gonna say sure. I'm not an artist like the type that draws people's faces, but I do enjoy drawing these signs. I've done it for so long, I guess it could be looked at, and it is looked at as an art. Thank you. Yada, volume is good. Yada, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the confirmation. I'm new to astrology, so don't really know anything. Jasmine, if you were to come over here to YouTube, you would love it here. You would connect some dots. You're a Libra. Happy birthday to you. What should I expect this weekend with the new moon? Come on over. We'll show you how to get your big three. You're gonna love it over here. You're gonna absolutely love it over here. All right, who's next? Carmen Crypto. Eve, everybody comment who's here with your big three in there again. I know I keep saying to do that. You're probably getting tired of it. Until I can find a better way to get a list. Yesterday I had a brainstorm an idea where I would say, oh, well, you follow me on Instagram, but it's too many different channels to flip, flop, and switch through. If you're just getting here, you're new to the channel, welcome. Gently tap the subscription button and the notification bell. Stephanie, thank you so much for the roses. You shouldn't have, but you did. They smell so good on a Friday the 13th. You're awesome. Come on over to YouTube. I have something special I want to share with you. Can I see? I'm doing real good without my glasses too, as I put them on. Totally love tone, Carmen Crypto, Eve. Okay, Eve is here. Here. Bree, you're here. Jenny Sprinkle, hey, about time, goddamn. Eve, Scorpio rising. Eve, I'm gonna do yours because you're You're a Scorpio rising. Tanya, about time, you're late. Eve, you came from TikTok. We're doing you right now. Thank you so much for your patience. If someone has any ideas how I can have a list, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Moon. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Moon. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Moon. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Moon. Scorpio, Leo. Scorpio, or it's actually Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So where the last chart had the sun in Aquarius, you have the moon in Aquarius. This is the chart here. That last reading that I shared is synonymous, similar to you. You also had many living environments. You moved a lot as a kid. I would say you were born during a full moon, which is a secondary testimony to this moon in the 4th house. You enjoy being at home. Perhaps the mother was a stay-at-home mom. Perhaps you did some stay-at-homing, if you will, and there's comforts within the home and the living environment. At the same time, it looks like there's many expectations that come through and by the father or the father figure. You know, pride and being proud. Your father is also well known, Eve. Maybe not a superstar like Hollywood, like The Rock or any other famous person, but they are famous in some way, shape, or form. I say that because Leo is the zodiac sign of fame and attention and shining, and the lion, the roar of the lion can correlate and be synonymous with the attention that Leos receive and that they want even. And when it's positioned in the 10th house, it brings a recognition. It also brings you to be in positions of authority, like a manager or boss or a supervisor and the such, and perhaps even working with children at a young age. So much more, right? So we have that axis. But the full moon, it's not a full moon yet. The new moon in Libra, this is the similarity in the last reading, that the 12th house is the house of secret sorrows and a digging into the subconscious and looking at some of those deeper aspects of yourself that you would like to improve. Guys, Carmen Crypto, I love you. You're getting a follow everywhere. You're on the team. You're on the team for doing that. Keep it up. That was great. Would you still mind do my chart from TikTok? Jasmine, all you got to do is come on over here. We're doing it. You're my first person I've watched live on YouTube. Let's go. The first one. That makes me special. During a new moon. I've always been inclined in the odd and unusual, even really young. You said the odd and unusual. That's a characteristic of Aquarius. Your independence and freedom is important. And your mom is very eccentric. Your mom she has some eccentricity to her. The moon in Aquarius loves the people watch and has a variety of friends. You moved a lot. You didn't say yes or no to that, but this denotes many transitions with the living. Suddenly and abruptly too, even. But there you are. Friends is the highlight for you. Self-improvement and friends and the connection, the relationships with friends. All right, who is next? Dream driven, I'm doing you now because you've been here for a while. I see you. That's Libra. Dream driven, thank you for your patience. You're so patient. If someone can see the order of the list, that would be awesome, but I think it's too challenging. Scorpio, Taurus. Scorpio, Taurus. All right, we got a little erasing to do. While I'm doing this erasing, I want to bring you over here to this transit chart. And I want to zoom in here because this is what I'm looking at for those who are wondering. If you're a well-seasoned astrologer, you just started, look, I'm sideways. Why? I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while it does that. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. Sometimes we need to switch it up a little bit. I don't know why that happens, but we're gonna get better every live here. We're gonna get better every live here. Jasmine, what I don't understand. I don't understand. Is it challenging? Is there a challenge here? Sagittarius on the ascendant makes for an adventurer, adventurous one, and a teacher, guru. And sometimes you go overboard. You can exaggerate things a little bit as a Sagittarius rising. It is said, I say, they say, we say, as astrologers, that Sagittarius is the adventurous one. Wise, though, is Sagittarius, as the wise one. The guru is Sagittarius. And so the sun is in Scorpio. Ooh, in the 12th house. It's a lot of 12th housers in here I've seen. Oh, there's action that's in the 12th house. You were also born during a full moon, which highlights the 6th house and the healthcare. Have you worked in healthcare before? Dream driven? Question mark. Janice Pringle, if you'd like more information other than the big three I did here, then you... Yo, Jance, appreciate you for the donut. Come on over. The Kinky Carpenter, how are you? Good afternoon. Hello, Coco Loves. Come on over. You're going to love it over here. Come on over. You're going to love it over here. Stephanie King, I see you. Janice Pringle, I see you. Eve. I got sidetracked. I forgot who it is that I was doing. I'm doing Dream Driven. Now I remember. So Dream Driven with the Sagittarius ascendant, with the moon in Taurus. Hang on, I want to bring you to this chart here. With a Sagittarius ascendant with the moon in Taurus. Excuse me for not showing the chart before. I know you're like, what is he talking about? It highlights the work with co-workers. There's some security there. The moon points to where we're secure and what we need to be secure and where we're comfortable. You're comfortable at work, right? This makes for a hard worker. It also points to the health care and the mother's health or the grandmother's health. And also you pouring and coming out of your pocket potentially for your mother's health care and circumstances of that nature. It's a secondary testimony that makes me want to say that there's a spending or caring for the mother's health in some regard because it's a full moon. That's a secondary testimony there. And a third testimony is that the moon is exalted in Taurus. Is a third testimony which gives it the impression it can be connected, interpreted, and correlated to putting the mother up in good well-being. Cap Sun, Coco Loves, come on over here. You've come to the perfect place. You're into astrology. You said the water's fine? What do you mean by the water's fine? Dream Driven, you said nope? I don't know what you said nope to. All that I said was a nope? Can you be more specific there? Do I have the correct rising sign? Sagittarius. Sagittarius rising, you said. Nope to what All right, I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm gonna wait until you... I'm not gonna wait, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, Stephanie, that was crafty. That was crafty. Okay, so while you take your time to respond, if you are going to or not, that's fine. So I want to point to this new moon, cut to the chase here, with the new moon in Libra here is your 11th house. Is this blurry? Okay, no, it's not blurry, it's better. With the new moon in Libra in the 11th house as a Sagittarius rising, this is for you and any other Sagittarius rising. It points to this new moon brings new beginnings to friends. If there's no friends, then it brings new beginnings to long-term goals. If it's not long-term goals, then it's hopes and wishes or dreams and aspirations and your vision. And it has a lot to do with forming bonds through collaborating and networking. This is what becomes new, which is a hope for, with the full moon in Taurus, your 6th house, which comes back to your work. Mystical Mojo, as I am your favorite astrologer, as you say, come on over to YouTube. I'm having a party over here. You're gonna absolutely love it over here. Come on over. Rosalina, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. If you're enjoying the live over here on YouTube, I encourage you to gently tap the subscription button. Don't smash it, as well as the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. I'm always doing live astrology. Oh, you're not in healthcare. Have you taken care of the mother then? The mother or the grandmother? I want to know which one of the things that is no. So you're not in healthcare. Perfect. Bling, we got that. Is there a taking care of the mother, and did you have to purchase some health care for the mom or assist the mom in some way, shape, or form with the process of the financial aspects or setting up the health care? Or the care for the mother? Ooh, thank you, I'll try to find it now. You don't have to try, there's no reason to try. All you have to do is click on this icon here and you'll find it. You've won. The victory is yours. I'll come over after school. Christine, after school, make sure you ask your mom if you can come over. Make sure you do your chores first. I'll come over after school. We don't want no one getting in trouble. Big 3 is good for me. What are your big 3? Stephanie, that's a good question, and I may reveal that later on in the live. Anywho, I'm wondering about this, but I'm going to leave that there. There's a little bit of a delay. There's a little bit of a delay. Let me see if this signal is still popping. Smooth and rhythmic. I'm surprised. This is actually not doing too bad. I'm actually not doing too bad. Okay, who's dream driven? Does some of the other aspects that I've shared with you resonate? Stephanie King, you're interested, you're curious about what? Empress Amy, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you so much. Come on over to YouTube. I got something. You're going to love it over here. I might need another cup of coffee, though. MVP Cam, how are you? Welcome. Come on over. We're having an astrological party over here. Dream driven, it is your friends, your group environment, and networking. Can you see how that resonates with you? You said, now I'm curious. You're doing amazing on a Friday the 13th. That is awesome. That is great to hear. That is great to hear. You don't want to do Pisces Sun. Blushing. Bree, I'm so thankful that you said that. You know, speaking up is so powerful. You don't want to, I do want to do Pisces Sun, Virgo Moon, Libra Rising. Yes, I do. I'm doing it now. Here you are. Okay, we're gonna, Elsie, hi, how are you? Welcome. Just popped over from TikTok. Boyman, perfect. You're right on time. There's a reading in progress. Dream driven, thank you. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask them. Bree, you're Libra rising, so let me go over here. You know what I'm doing? The multitasking is a great thing to do. However, you can only do so many things. You can only multitask so many things from what you're used to tasking multi components. Pisces Sun. So you have a Pisces Sun with a Libra rising and a Virgo Moon. You were born during a full moon. They say that when the moon is in the 12th, they say, I say, we say sometimes, you know, there's not the best relation with the mom because of the criticisms, which is Virgo, that come from the mom. It might prove beneficial though at times. But it's the way that she does it that sometimes really gets your juices going. Bree, I'm speaking to you. Okay, so this is you. This is a snapshot of the transits. I'm doing big 3 plus transits, and these are the transits that I'm using as a reference point to then plug into your astrological chart, which I'm doing currently Libra now. If you're new here, welcome. I encourage you to gently tap on the subscription button, like the live if you're liking it and you're enjoying it. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. I'm always doing live astrology. Make sure you click the notification bell so you don't miss it. Don't hit the notification bell if you don't mind missing it every once in a while. That's fine. Subscribe. Pop. Oh, you got a Virgo mom at the same time too? Wow. Muy interesante. But it is the chemistry of astrology that keeps me and has kept me into this thing for so long here. So let's dive in. The new moon is occurring right in your first house. You like that? I don't have to draw the chart no more. It's already popped in there. So with Libra on the ascendant, this new moon, there's a newness to the self, a newness to the appearance. Your face, new creams, new health product. Maybe you get a facial, maybe you do your hair. I know you might always be doing your hair especially if you're into hairstyling, but it's something new. It's trying something different. It's going out on a limb and pouring more into yourself. The first house has to do with the self, which is denoted here by the first house, right? You emphasize in your communication the importance of fairness, especially in your outward approach, more now than you have, right? Venus is the ruler of Libra and it's currently located in Virgo. So at the same time that there's challenges with the relation between you and the mother because of the criticism, Venus is powered right now. She's given beauty. She's actually helping out a lot in Virgo. And because your moon sign is there might be some care that's given. I mean, you need some help? Come on over here, little buddy. I got you. Let's let bygones be bygones, huh? Venus has a tendency to be social and bring a relationship that forms in unions. Right? And also there's a union when it comes to you being in solitude and actually coming to terms with things and being honest with yourself. This happened last month when the sun was in Virgo and the new moon was in Virgo in the 12th house. A lot of self-improvement. And this new moon in Libra actually shows it, where you start taking action in specific areas to actually demonstrate and illustrate the control over the emotions and the improvements and the pet peeves that you've been working on from last month. This is a focus for you with the new moon. Dream Jiven, you've been answering. Thank you so much. Pardon me. I'm going to get used to it. I'm not used to it. Christine, you can, whenever you come, I appreciate you. Thank you. If you don't come, you don't come. I know you're still here and you're doing things. I appreciate you. Thank you. You said made it back? I don't understand. Good afternoon if you're here. How many double taps do we have? We only have 8,000 double taps in here? In 2 hours? Are you kidding me? Alright, multitasking for 2 hours is more than enough time. Alright. Who's next? I forgot who's next. I've been live here for a couple hours here, so I really need to get a coffee drink. Trying to balance relationships. It's got to be fairness. There's got to be reciprocation in the relationship. If and in that you're a Libra rising. You know, Libra, especially on the ascendant, Libra by itself is the zodiac sign of doing to others as you'd like done unto you. Libra is the scales. Let me see if I could find a picture here, because it's been 2 hours. So we need a change of picture is what we need. Come on, lab coat, get your stuff together. This is Libra. This, when Libra comes to mind, this is what you get. You get a balance here. Now, you could have a balance where it's even. You see how these scales are even? Sometimes the scales are not even. And you need to get them like this. This is Libra. This is the act of Libra. You don't really want it like this. Wait a minute. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see that one. You don't want it like this. We want it like this. Fair and reciprocate. Exactly. That's it. All right, now let's get back to our regularly. All right, who's next? I encourage each and every one of you to like the live. I got to take a little bit of a break though, honestly. If I've missed you, I will get to you. Let me take a little break and I will be back. Janice, each and every one of you, pardon me if you've been here, I hope you've learned something. I gotta take a break. I'll be back.